what is going on, you guys? Welcome to One of Each, the Dumb and Hungry podcast, where we talk about our food adventures and our favorite food groups. I'm Angelo, the Dumb and Hungry.
And I'm Mychow.
And thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing all right. Hey, Mychow, how you doing?
According to the script, I'm doing great.
Well, good. Let's keep it that way.
Well, no promises, honestly. I'm here, aren't I?
I know. It's been a minute since we last seen you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it really has.
And we've brought you back into the fold. So,
unfortunately,
you're not getting away that easy.
Thought I was free.
I know. You had a nice break, I'd have to say.
Yeah, you were gone for a while, so that helped a lot.
It's good for the mental health and all that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You have my me time, de-stress.
Exactly.
From this.
That's right.
This whole thing.
Yeah, can't keep just hovering over you all the time. So, yeah. But just get ready. There's more to come.
Why?
That's a good question, but we'll find out as we go along. But regardless, it's nice to see you at least.
Yeah, it's the first time doing this in person. Conveniently
There's
enough.
a lot of firsts, yeah. Lot of firsts. In person, and in person here, I guess, in Casa de...
Oh, yes, first one at your actual place.
Yeah, so...
Casa de Dumb.
Thank you.
And
yes.
hungry.
It's perfect. You can tell we have a very high-quality production team that puts this all together.
To be fair, this is the highest production quality I've seen out of this whole thing. So, it's a step up. It's a huge step up.
Maybe. Or maybe we should just go back to our caves and in the internet and just do it over that.
I mean, then I can read it while you're talking.
Yeah.
So
you don't have to be on good behavior. So
yeah, I could be on my phone.
You could still read. I'll tell you right now. I'm jumping ahead here. I met up with Jamie and Kat, who our listeners will have met
by the time
this comes out. But they're just on their phones.
Oh,
Jamie's
yeah?
just like they're just looking, whatever. It's fine. I have no problem.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm not like some other people who are like, "What are you doing on your phone?" I know you can relate.
I was gonna make a bit of just tuning you out, but that's too pointed. That's too relevant right now, you bastard.
I know, but you're welcome. But I have no problem with that.
Must be nice.
Yes. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us as we talk about our adventures with good food and about local spots and pop-ups, good food, good people, and things in between. Mychow, since it's been a while, I don't know, since we've seen you, what have you been up to? What's new with you?
I don't know. It's been since like January, huh? So
I guess so. Yeah, because I did relieve you of this.
Thankfully,
so back
mercifully.
in January. That's true because I realized that we recorded. I don't know. It's last time back in January, right?
Yeah, it's pre-Texas.
Actually, the other episodes are recorded were with Jamie, and we had some episodes banked up for a good few weeks in January.
Yeah.
But then it all dropped off. It all went
as it should have. As it should have stayed.
It should
that
have
way.
just been that way. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
quietly sunset the whole thing.
No, but we're back. So, but yeah, we really haven't been able to do much with this, since then. But
I mean, partially, out of town is being out of town is a
yeah.
problem.
I mean, it was my intent to put together some episodes, in the backlog or something. I had outlines and everything ready for them, but things came up in preparation for from the weeks following. So
yeah,
it's fine. It happens, right? So we'll just come back.
What?
Just come back
stronger than ever? No.
I didn't say that. Those are your words, not mine. If you think we're coming back stronger than ever, then sure,
you can come back stronger than ever. I'll just be around.
Fair enough. Well, since then, yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, I've moved.
Okay,
that happened. I started my new job. Cool, unfortunately, cool. That's about it in terms of like big things that have happened.
Those are big, yeah.
Yeah, but small things, I don't know. Actually. Haven't eaten too much that I can remember.
That's okay. Well, we have things to share today.
Yeah.
Which is not a problem.
I know I have eaten at a bunch of places, but I don't remember them, unfortunately. I mean, I have my phone for that.
Well, tell me at least, you moved from where to where?
Oh, yeah. So I moved from, we'll say K-Town-ish. It's very K-Town, pretty close, adjacent maybe. I don't know. But where the same block Jollibee was, the one on
yes.
Beverly. Mm-hmm. And now I'm in the middle of Little Tokyo. Mm-hmm. So downtown LA, but Weebville.
That's a big change.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's further from work now, but, swings and roundabouts.
Well, in the time that you've been there so far, have you been able to kind of explore or observe anything in your area that's kind of cool or anything for you?
I mean, it's Little Tokyo. That's an area where I've been many, many a time. But it is interesting living there just because it's really empty on the weekdays. Like before, when I used to work from home, I would go down for lunch maybe a couple times a week, and it's crazy how empty it gets compared to how busy it gets on the weekends.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice walking around without having to worry about crowds over there. So, and all the stores are empty enough that you can browse at your leisure. Other than that, nothing too new, I suppose. A couple new restaurants have opened up around. There's our apartment complex has a building, and they have we've gotten mail a couple times now about a restaurant that's going to open up with a liquor license. So I guess they're legally obligated to tell you what kind of restaurant and what liquor they're going to serve. So
interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Can't wait till it opens because I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Other than that,
well, I hope you find yourself in many new adventures over there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, and lots of stuff there. Very close to Grand Central Market, Sonora Town. Apparently, I just recently found that out. So,
yeah.
Lots of good food around the area. So I'm excited for that. Definitely.
Yeah.
More walkable stuff than where I used to live.
Okay. Well, can't wait to invade your space.
Yeah. Well, no free parking anymore.
Oh, I know. I heard.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
There's that.
So I mean, yeah, even in the structure, right? Like of the complex.
Yeah, $22.50 max total for the daily max.
Wow.
But like the best parking you're going to find, if you can't find any meter parking, is going to be John Iso parking lot on Los Angeles and Los Angeles and First Street. So it's pretty cheap. After 5 p.m. every day, it's like $3, so that's not bad.
I think I'm coming by after 6.
Okay. For the loading zones, yes.
Right, exactly.
And the free meters.
Right. Yep. So
Good call.
That's the plan. But okay, very cool. Well, yeah, it's been quite a very interesting last several weeks here. I mean, as for those who may have tuned in from maybe our previous episode, when it comes out, I've come back from back-to-back trips. We shared a trip in Texas for a good 3 or 4 days, and we're going to talk about that today. Go into that, but then the week following, I went to the Philippines. So we will also devote some time to that as well. Not today, but sometime, because there's plenty to cover there as well.
Very curious on that, honestly.
Yeah,
because I haven't been since I was a child.
Since a child, okay. I mean, that's even longer than for myself. I mean, last time I was there was about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So it's still a big jump, you know. But a lot has changed. But there are things that are familiar and stay the same.
Cool.
But there's more to come for those. When we met up with Jamie and Kat, we brought over some Filipino snacks for them.
Yes.
I'll just kind of go into this a little bit. I visited. I bought all our snacks at the supermarket. Actually, to qualify, it's a hypermarket. So in the Philippines, you have this large department store chain called SM, and SM is like, I've said this already, Westfield meets Walmart. Yes. They're like everywhere.
Not SM Entertainment for whoever listens to K-pop.
Oh boy,
just throwing that out there because that was when you said that was my first.
Oh, your first reaction, like,
was, yeah, K-pop producers, yeah.
Okay, well, not that I'm aware of affiliation. I don't know.
No, definitely not. They were not Shoemart. They were not Shoemart.
Okay, all right, fine. You'll never know. Maybe there's something funneling under the.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or...
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
No
Well,
slander out here. Just
all right.
in
Well,
case.
SM is a well-known department store in the Philippines, and they have several malls throughout there, especially in the Metro Manila area. Different sizes, different, all kinds of manner of different stores there. So each SM mall has their SM department store, along with several chains of familiar brands, over there, clothing and retail and whatever. And then they also have markets in the malls. So it's an SM market, and there are different sizes, and they'll call them in different ways. So you have a supermarket, and then you have larger hypermarkets, and that's where I had just grabbed a lot of snacks. Hypermarket is just like a huge supermarket, just a lot more groceries, a lot more, food stuff to choose from. But then they also have like, non-food things like electronics and some clothing in that store, even though they're in a mall, with all those things. And I've said too, like they got, the mall has a food court, but the SM markets also have a small food court in there,
Yeah, these options are important.
they definitely got options, so no shortage there. But if you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. We'll go into those. It's very interesting to. It was very nice to have Kat on because she kind of has a food science background, and so she nerds out and gets a little technical on what she's observing and what she, on some of these snacks. And then obviously Jamie's also always fun to have her take on what they remind her of and this and that. It's fun. Yeah. I wish you were there, but hopefully we'll get you on another one. But that's a lot of what we have to look forward to. I mean with them too on that same day we had dinner at in the SGV. Okay. Yeah, we went to this restaurant Bistro Naz, which is a
I was thinking about that before.
Yeah, so Bistro Naz is it's a very well-known restaurant in the SGV. It's actually Michelin star rated. They got 1 star, which usually signifies the food is excellent. And so we'll have a future episode on that.
Exciting. I might actually listen to that.
It was actually our first episode on location.
What?
I'm telling you, yeah.
Production value is going through the roof these days.
Well, it was only the audio, but yes,
we're going somewhere. You're going somewhere with this. I'll be around, just on the side.
We'll pull you along.
Wait.
We'll
throw in the screaming.
We'll throw you in the trunk. Just kidding. But yeah, we took a portable recorder and then just kind of recorded our conversation over there about our thoughts and some of the dishes that we had. That was great. Before that, actually, we even had some snacks at a food truck called Los Dorados. It's a trailer. They have a few locations out in the LA area. We went to one in Highland Park, but they've got one like in downtown El Sereno. Several others. But we had a nice time hanging out that day. So imagine we went through all the snacks, and then we still had like a snack, and then we had dinner.
Yeah, sounds normal for you.
It had been a while.
Oh, really?
So.
Yeah, you're kind of tapping out a little early today, even, surprisingly.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I think we worked through it.
Yeah, we got it all done, but I'm surprised that you were so full after.
My stamina is kind of changing, huh?
Yeah.
That horseman status is kind of...
No. You started this. You're ending it. You're ending with it.
That wasn't me, though, right? That was Chris.
Yeah, but you're a founding member, so we can't just get rid of you. You can't just leave.
Okay. Well, we'll have to live up to the name sometime or another,
You mean every time?
Okay.
Every time.
Oh, man. Well, if you want me to kind of get on that, then I will say that same weekend, I visited a few spots, too.
A few? Here we go. This is what I'm used to. Come on. How many?
Right. So after work, I went out. I stayed out in the West Side. So in Venice, they have the chicken spot from New Orleans that has made its home here called Willie Mays. So Willie Mays makes arguably probably the best fried chicken in the nation, if not the world. It's a bold claim, huh?
Yeah. Why? Why are you? This is your claim, not theirs.
It's their claim.
Their claim.
It's the claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought it was excellent. I thought it was very good.
Wow.
We had like a quarter piece, quarter bird, like leg and thigh, which I think are the great cuts there. What I prefer, and it comes with like 3 sides and cornbread. It was filling, like it definitely got me full and satisfied. But I don't know. I just thought it was it's about $25 before tax and tip. So it's, I guess, to you, if you think that's worth paying for
a leg and thigh and 3 sides.
I mean, it's not your run of the mill KFC or anything.
Yeah,
this is high quality, fried chicken with skin that is delicate enough and kind of shatters, but yet the meat inside stays super moist. It's kind of unreal, honestly. And if it's as good as I perceive it to be here, then I imagine one day when maybe pay a visit out there to the Big Easy, then maybe we'll enjoy it there too, even more.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a future trip.
Yeah,
so.
I can tell.
Okay.
You mentioned.
So, but that was an enjoyable meal. But I think it'll depend on the person if that's worth what paying for.
Yeah.
And then after that, next door, just literally next door is a pizza place called Prince Street Pizza. Is that right? Yeah, which comes from New York. And they had their original location, I think, in Hollywood or West Hollywood. And now they at least have another one in Venice as well.
Okay.
So they're known for like New York style pizza. They've got square slices, and they got pretty big slices as well, like regular, pizza slices. Okay. But the square slices are pretty sizable. And they're known for, having like, just a lot of like particularly like the pepperoni that's like covering the whole slice, and it's like the cupped, pepperoni.
Oh yeah.
So it was nice. I enjoyed that too. The crust was, it wasn't tough. It's firm. It's got some give, but it's not like tough or chewy or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a solid slice. But what is that? I think I'd pay close to like $7 or $8 for a slice. So again, whether that's worth it for you, and I don't know if that's just because you're in that area, in Venice, if it commands that type of
price point.
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know what the pricing is over at their other locations here, so I have to fact check that and take a look. But no idea. It's fine. And then because it was already nearby, it'd feel criminal if I didn't stop by in Santa Monica at Heavy Handed. So I've been to Heavy Handed before, and they'd opened their brick and mortar in Santa Monica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally a block from the beach. It's
nice.
On Main Street, just a block. It's amazing, really. It's like the perfect location for anyone, really. But it's a location that they've really wanted.
Okay.
Just a nice burger spot by the beach, and they got it.
Nice.
So I stopped by there. Got the menu's not too complicated. Just get a double with fries and a drink and soft serve.
Nice.
And it's just as good as always, heavy-handed style. A nice double smash burger with their heavy, the heavy sauce as they call it, just their special sauce that they put on there, and then with pickles, and it's it's satisfying. It's good.
Okay.
And you got a nice portion of fries. Definitely, arguably some of the, best fries that some of these burger guys put out there. And the soft serve that they get, where they're sourcing it from, is solid as well. You're not going to complain that it's less than ice cream.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's nice. But that, and yeah, that was all in the span of like a couple hours. So, see, I'm trying to, it's a return to form in some ways.
There's another one here that looks like you didn't mention yet.
Give me a second. Oh, right. Well, that was another day.
Oh, different day. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. It was on the same line, so I thought you went there after all of this.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
was quite impressed.
Yeah, so those spots I had gone on the day before, and then I hung out with Jamie and Kat, and then the following day, I visited Moose just for lunches. I was telling you earlier, I spent most of the day just kind of running errands, driving around or whatever. But I guess to kind of start it all off, where I had to endure all that, I stopped by Moose for their burger. I missed their burger. It's a nice thick patty from brisket trimmings and all that. Mm-hmm. So it's a great flavor, but it's thick, with at least 2 C's. And along with that tray, I ordered a quarter pound of, they have Korean pork belly burnt ends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried that already?
I don't think I have.
Well, I think
I've seen it on the menu. But
yeah, you're right. It's been on the menu. I haven't yet had it. That was my first time having it, and it was excellent. I mean, it's just solid. No, it's like sweet, of course, a little sticky, a little tangy. It's a great flavor for pork belly. So hopefully you get to try it too. But along with that, I think I finished it off with some banana pudding. So
of course,
yeah,
of course,
yeah. So it's a good meal to get me through the day.
Yeah, to start you off at least.
Yeah. So that was mostly of that past few days. So, and then now we're here, and I've dragged you along to a few more eats, I guess.
There's one more, but okay. At least this time.
Okay, you don't count dessert in there too.
No, that's not a meal.
Okay,
it's part of the same meal. Dessert.
Okay, even though it's a different spot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right. Let's get into it. So, we visited the Gardena Bowl coffee shop in Gardena, which has gotten quite a good amount of notoriety in the public eye over the last several years, but it's been a mainstay in that community for a very long time. It's part of the, it's right next to and part of the building of the Gardena bowling alley, which, to your surprise, is very busy.
Yeah, what the hell? I've never seen such a busy bowling alley.
People like to bowl.
It's a Monday afternoon. I mean, it is what it is. It's just good for the bowling alley.
Let the people bowl. I mean, what?
I mean, that's fine. Good for them. Good for everyone involved. I'm just very surprised. Very surprised.
Why deprive them?
Yeah.
So, but next in that building is a cafe, like old school diner style. And it's got a lot of good food leaning Hawaiian.
Yeah.
So what did we get there?
I just got a hot cake combo so it's 3 pancakes, 2 eggs, sausage. What else? You had the garlic chicken and the loco moco. Then we had the spam musubi and.
Well, to be fair, we shared.
Yeah,
we shared the garlic chicken.
Yeah.
And the spam musubi.
Yeah, with the side of with the fried rice.
Yeah. That's right. So the loco moco is just, a nice piece of hamburger meat on, in my case, a bed of fried rice with a gravy, signature gravy sauce on there, and a fried egg over easy in my case. In a pretty sizable plate. These portions are pretty large.
It's pretty good.
I think
pretty good.
And then we shared a order of the garlic chicken as well, which came with, the fried rice and a mac salad.
And some broccoli.
That's that's more of a decoration, right? Yeah.
I mean, to some people, I suppose.
It's like a garnish.
Nah, it was good. It was a good amount of broccoli with whatever sauce, Thousand Island, I assume.
Yeah, it's interesting. They just slather on some sauce.
I mean, that's fine.
On the broccoli to make it palatable.
I guess, yeah. Because otherwise people don't normally eat it. I don't know.
That's right. So okay. I mean, yeah, we did eat it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but overall, I thought it was it was
good.
It's a solid spot, solid
Definitely.
bite. So
And their coffee was pretty good, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah, like I normally have more sugar with my coffee, but it didn't need any.
interesting.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, so that's good.
So hopefully we find your way back there, or if you haven't paid a visit, pay a visit there and see for yourself. That's
In a busy ass bowling alley. Who would have guessed?
But then after we finished it off with some dessert at Contra Creamery in Torrance. This is a small gem, I'd say, in the South Bay in Torrance that serves small batches of ice cream with unique flavors. Definitely Asian leaning with that influence.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably-
green matcha, roasted matcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Strawberry milk is, what else do they have? Cookies and cream with cookies, that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Vanilla. And there was the other flavor. There's one more.
You know more. You remember more than I do. I don't quite have that offhand.
It was like an oatmeal cookie flavor with something else.
Sure.
But yeah, they only have 6 flavors. And then they had their seasonal pint.
Oh, right.
Which I don't remember what it was.
Something white.
White sesame? Was
Yeah,
it?
probably.
Something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So they they prepare those on the daily, and since what they make for the day is all about it, and so there are several days when many times when they sell out. But thankfully, that was not the case for us. There's plenty to go around. I also learned that they are very charitable. Well, I'd
Not
known
as charitable as you thought.
That's right. I had known about their philanthropic efforts, but I guess I thought I was giving them too much credit, I guess.
Way too much credit, dude.
Okay. Let's clean it up then.
What did you think it was?
Well, from the sign I saw, I thought it was like just 75% of the profits go to, their.
The sign said 75 cents on every ice cream sold.
I see.
One scoop was $4. In your mind, they were donating $3 of that. Well, you said profit, so however much however much of that profit was. But in this case, it's just 75 cents flat. Just flat 75 cents.
And he did clarify that it was the ice cream sales, not. I mean, I thought like, oh, they're sugar cones or something like. It's $1, right? So that's 75 cents from that. That's 75%.
Ice cream sold. It doesn't say anything about toppings or whatever.
Right.
On the other hand, that would be wild if you could just buy a sugar cone for $0.25 and they donate 75 cents to charity. Like, what?
There's the loophole. It's like, I'm giving to charity,
For years you were thinking this. Like since whenever you first learned about Concha?
It's been a while.
Yeah. The sign clearly says 75 cents.
Well, I don't know if I'll just say that they're much better human beings than I am, or maybe some others.
Yeah. Definitely more than you.
I just take, eat.
Yeah. It's okay. You're what, solving world hunger? Is that what you're?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because I'm taking care of my own hunger.
Yes.
Right. So there's one less hungry person in the world.
Oh boy.
Well, today there are two less hungry people. So that's I think that's fine.
Oh no, I'm sure we're part of the problem 100-fold more than anything we contributed at all.
Well, that's regardless that was Concha Creamery. So make sure you check them out too.
Hey, 75 cents of every ice cream sale goes to some charity. What charity?
I'm not sure.
It says on the sign, but
It does.
I only remember the first half because I needed to correct you on it. Apparently,
He had to specifically get up there and just
because you were
fact check me.
You said you were so surprised this place is still around if they donate 75% of profits to charity. So I had to read the sign. I was like, wait, no way. And sure enough.
We got into a discussion of my level of reading comprehension. It's just non-existent, really.
Apparently.
Just fabricate my own reality, really.
I mean, that's what Americans do, right? Anyway.
Of all sorts. Excellent. Well, that was our last several days, huh?
That was the last day.
Oh.
That was just today.
It feels so long.
What?
We are spent, I'm telling you.
I mean, to be fair, that food coma is hitting real hard.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
But still very satisfying. So.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
Good
it's been a
place.
while. We're, like making up for lost time, really.
I mean, for the two of us, sure. But I mean, you've eaten more than that before on occasions between now and last time.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Same.
But I think you're right. We're getting to this point where the stamina is kind of starting to change.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm sure being in each other's presence pushes the other to.
It does. We motivate each other.
In a terrible way, to be fair.
It's what we call above and beyond. To the beyond.
What was the Michelle Obama's catchphrase? Be better?
Be better.
Yeah. That's what we do to each other.
Exactly.
This is how we solve, child obesity by not having food for children.
There you go.
More for us.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle.
Excellent. Well, excellent. Okay. So we've had a lot of fun, and I look forward to more fun to come, really. Yeah.
Fun for some, I suppose.
Yeah.
Debatable. Yeah. It's a need for us.
It is.
Necessity.
A compulsion.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, we should just continue moving right along.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. No, I mean like I told you, you're not getting off that easy. So.
I thought it would be a nice, concise episode. That would be perfect. It would be good.
For many podcasts, this is probably going to be as much as a lot of people could tolerate.
If that, honestly.
Yeah. But we've got more to come. So
yeah. What else we got on the docket?
Well, today I wanted to kind of talk about. Well, there's a lot we haven't talked about in the last few weeks, so we're just really kind of catching up now. But what I wanted to start off with was let's talk about our trip to Texas.
Okay.
We had a real fun time. At least I thought. Had some adventures there.
There's no power.
Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. I mean, power and electricity aside, and warmth, and basic necessities. I thought it was fine. That was a good trip.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was nice hanging out. It was been a while since we actually had a group trip, I guess.
Yeah. This idea had just come up from, I don't know, several months back. We were just talking about we continue to get older and grow up, and a lot of things that happen in our lives, and we just wanted to see what we just wanted to see what we can do. So, Mychow, I'm going to help you out here. Okay.
You're giving me a blank ass outline.
Okay. You know what? Don't worry. That's why we're taking care of it.
Yeah. I suppose so. It was email. Yeah. I was like, wait, because your outline looked way different from mine at that point.
I tell you, we have a high value production team here.
Yeah, producer is pretty impressive. This one.
But we just wanted to take a trip that that brings everyone together, and that we just get to spend a nice weekend just trying to have fun and eat and and hang out. Yeah. So thank goodness that worked out. So we'll kind of go through. We'll see how much we get through. And but it's interesting. There are some events that happened before. That I would be aware of, and then there are actually certain events that you would be aware of, where I was there. So I think what happened is, you ended up on a separate flight, and so you came in a little later than we did. So on that first night that we arrived, we had some adventures there, and then I ended up leaving early later, like towards the end. Take care of some other things, which I can talk about, but the rest of you had kind of stayed and along. So, so around this time, this was early Feb, right?
Yeah,
and
first weekend.
Around that time, Texas had experienced some severe winter storms. Maybe not as severe as what they had experienced back in
last year?
Maybe
Or was it
last
2 years
year,
ago?
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, recently.
Well, around all the,
where the whole power grid went out for the state.
Exactly. Yeah. It was hard to recover anyone at all at any time. So those storms hit again, and a lot of power did go out throughout the state, but maybe not as severe as it was, thankfully, but still a lot of areas were without power. So we, with that in mind, we contacted our host for our Airbnb, and we asked are there any issues? Going to be any issues with the power or anything with the stay? And they had said that the power had already been restored in their area. And at that time, too, the storms were to have cleared up for us already. So the storms had already passed. We would have just missed them. But, yeah, power's still coming back on for a lot of areas, So we had a discussion. We still decided to go with it and visit. And so we did. And so we took that flight. It was early Friday morning or something like that. And before we could check in, probably we arrived in the morning or something. We arrived, we got our rental car, and then we had lunch. So I will, as I go along, I should also say who was with us on this trip. We had pretty much the whole friend group with us, which was very good. So that was that included John and Carmen, and Megan, Jason, and we also had Tomo and Kanara with us. They were actually on their own adventure. I don't know. They
drove.
They had their own road trip or something. They visited
with the baby.
Oh yeah, they had a baby. So the little Renji with his cute chubby cheeks and everything. Yeah. So
he was a great addition to this trip.
I think so. It was great. Really enjoyed his company more than most. So
he's the only one I like there. In the whole state. The whole state.
The whole state. Oh man, I sing a lot. So okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's so we had that whole group with us. But Mychow joined us later. So the rest of us, we had already arrived, and we went to our first food spot in Texas, in Austin, which is Interstellar Barbecue. So Interstellar is, I don't know, at the very least, part of the Texas Monthly Top 50 list of best barbecue in Texas, and probably means the world. It's actually, the top 50 is a list that's updated every, I want to say 3 years. And it's a big deal in that realm, in that space. And to be on that list speaks a lot, I think, about the quality of barbecue and food that you put out there.
Does that list rank them, or just lists 50 of the best?
At least from this list, from this year, this recent list, it definitely ranks the top 10.
Okay.
And then it lists the rest.
The rest there. Okay. Yeah. And where's Interstellar in that? Not in the top 10? Or
they are there.
Oh, really?
No, I think they're on the top 10. I don't know.
Wow.
I think they are, but I'm looking right now, even though it's distracting me. It's fine. But yeah, they are definitely there. I want to see top 10. Can you fact check me?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh man. But I think what had happened is that Tomo and Kanara had arrived there before we did, so they were able to get a table, place an order before we got there. We got there just in time. What'd you find?
The most recent list is 2021.
Is that right?
That's the top result on Google. I don't know.
Okay.
That's the only one I found. It's all 2021. But number 2.
Well, there you go. What's number 1? Is it Goldie's?
Goldie's, yeah.
I wish I'd gone there.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot in Dallas that I've had the pleasure to visit, but definitely more that I would like to visit. You can make that a whole trip in itself. But we had, and actually what we'll do, because of our high production value system here, we can show the folks back home, even now, some of the highlights of where we went.
Yeah, assuming that's still recording and you didn't run out of memory.
Okay, let's keep going. Look at that. Look at this.
Hey, what are the chances?
So this is where we pulled up here. It's in this kind of plaza area, and you can see a lot of trees, were affected from the winter storms.
Yes.
A lot of downed trees, branches, split trees. It's a pretty crazy affair. but we have their smokers there, huge smokers, and we saw some of the crew smoking there as we were there too. But there's Interstellar, and just behind those doors we have this delicious meal. Too bad you didn't. You had some of it, right?
Yeah.
But we were able to enjoy. We have some brisket. We have some pork ribs. There are two types of sausages. I think one was maybe like one with a jalapeno cheddar. I think the other one was a kielbasa, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yes,
probably what a lot of us probably enjoyed the most was the pork belly burnt ends with a peach tea glaze.
I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
Even just looking at it looks delicious.
It was great, and then you can see some turkey in there as well.
Yes.
But
Filler.
That's filler, right? But and then we had some sides, beans, mac, just a whole smattering of good sides. So yeah, that was our meal, our first meal there, and I think that was a strong start. I mean, as you said, Mychow, I mean, just look at that. That's
God damn.
I know. We did save some for you.
That is true. I was able to try it after we warmed it up in the pan of the Airbnb.
Well, yes,
because there's no
gas
stove.
works, but
The stove was electronically controlled.
that's
so.
right. So you had to manually light it.
Yeah, for the stove. But I would have preferred to put it in the oven, but we couldn't do that at all.
Exactly. So that was our first meal there. So something we really enjoyed, and that was. I would also like to provide some real time follow up as far as our companions on the trip. Our good friend Maria also joined it, who is very much part of
The friend group. Yes. Well, I wasn't sure if I just missed it, so I wanted to.
Well, you know me.
Okay. It's okay, Maria. I didn't forget you.
I think it threw me off too. I guess my excuse is that she also came on a different flight.
That's fair.
So that's
But she was there before I was.
different flight.
All right, fine.
Sorry, Maria. You were definitely there too.
Yeah,
but you weren't there yet. She wasn't here for this part, so I'm fine.
Okay, so she wasn't here. I was going to blame the turkey on her
Yeah, no.
for the white meat.
Why? You didn't like the turkey turned out pretty good too.
No, it was good, but like just the fact that it's, not
What?
tradition, like it's not brisket or ribs or it's the vegetable of barbecue, is it not?
Yeah, it is a vegetable.
Yeah.
Don't.
So I was going to blame that on Maria.
I see.
But I guess I can't.
Well, no. Sorry.
You're a fool.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think overall this was a great start. I think to the many things to
I mean, it's the
come.
number two barbecue in Texas, according to the Texas Monthly. That's amazing.
Yeah,
And it was good. Even whatever I had left, the leftovers I had was great.
yeah.
So
Well, when we were done, we drove around and found a lot of damaged trees. So just trying to avoid them. It's just like they're all set aside or whatever, but some of them are still on the road, like on the curb or whatever, and you're just trying to navigate through and try to survive.
yeah.
But those were just some of the places, some of the trees that we saw. It's just very interesting. I just wonder how it is now, how much they've cleaned up.
I mean, it's been about a month and a half. I'm sure it's at least the cleanup should be relatively good
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, the next stop we made was actually not a food spot, so I'm not even sure why I'm bringing it up at all.
Don't waste the time. Come on now.
But a quick mention to a small walk to an overlook called Mount Bonnell. It overlooks, part of the Colorado River. So you get to see a nice view. A lot of houses along the river.
Houses with docks.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it is.
Not something you can have here in LA.
No, I mean you got close thing like the Venice canals,
Yeah.
but definitely nothing like this.
Yeah, definitely not the same.
But so Mount Bonnell, just a short staircase up, and then you got this short path to walk across and walk along the see the river below rather. So it's nice. But afterwards we got hungry, so we got dessert. So
Yeah, nice, as you should.
our next stop here was at a spot called Tiny Pies. So Tiny Pies is a small chain of dessert spots in Texas. I think, there's several in Austin. And as it's pretty self-explanatory. It's tiny pies.
Who would have guessed?
But we have several flavors here. We have we have a s'mores flavor. We have pecan. We have like this apple thing, the apple cranberry kind of deal. And I think there's one that's like peanut butter chocolate something.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't remember. What did you? I know we saved you some, but do you remember what you had?
It was the s'mores and the apple pie.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
One of them was a key lime as well. So,
nice.
so if you didn't have it, you can blame Megan.
Not at all.
Megan mentioned that this concept of tiny pies is not all that uncommon. I think you can find them in Australia.
Well, they have hand pies, like in a lot of places.
Hand pies are still different.
Yeah,
I think those are still like, I don't know. You think it's the same size, but just like in a different proportion?
Maybe, because the thing is, like this like style or whatever tiny pies, it's with the actual crust and like traditional pies, but just on a smaller scale.
Right.
But hand pies are kind of like turnovers.
Oh, right, exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the same proportionally for filling and crust, but
yeah. Now that you're mentioning it, I don't know if it's. This is definitely like a shrunken down version of
basically, yeah.
So, just more to sample,
Basically,
it's like bite size.
It's the Costco or the Costco free sample section.
But they are sizable. What did you think of the ones that you had?
It was pretty good. I like the s'mores was it because I had it like 2 days later. I think it held on pretty strong. I will say it wasn't. It still was pretty good even a couple days later. Like the frosting was still
a couple days later.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, with no refrigeration.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
Dang.
But I don't know. Based on what I had, it's just a really small. It's just smaller pies.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, they were very good. And again, if you're out there, just try them out. So after this was already like early afternoon or something. So we wanted to check out the Airbnb. So we
to check in.
Yeah, we had to check in and just see what the whole situation was over there. So from that we visited there and there was no power.
Why are we back to this?
I don't know. We got to fix this.
It's not even centered. Like, what did you do?
I'm not sure.
There we go.
See, high quality.
It's a work in progress. Don't worry.
This is as good as it's going to get, Mychow.
We'll edit it in post.
What post?
You still gotta. Oh, you just upload the raw footage,
right?
Raw
Exactly.
recording.
Just as is, huh?
Okay. I respect it.
So we checked into the Airbnb, and there's still no power. There's still no power. I think we just hung around and just waited out. There was still daylight, so light coming through. We could still hang out. But we had to kind of think about what we were going to do, In the meantime, around that time, we did pick up Maria, who is also part of this trip and is also part of our friend group. Not just to make things, set things straight here, okay? But to anticipate, if we were going to continue to stay at the Airbnb and be without power, we needed supplies. So we visited the good old H-E-B.
Heb.
El Heb. The good old H-E-B, very well-known chain of groceries and shops in Texas. And we wanted to get candles, right? So that was that made sense but apparently we weren't the only people with that idea. Everyone else and their mother also thought of getting candles.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
H-E-B for me, I think is like I feel like it's Food for Less meets. Oh, it's here. Food for Less meets CVS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like the general size, maybe the average size of an H-E-B, with even the just like the styling, I guess, the kind of the whole vibe of
CVS.
Yeah. Well, Food for Less for the food stuff, but then they also have a pharmacy. That's why,
Okay.
But very popular spot, very interesting. But we couldn't. So there was like a short supply, really, of these candles. because there's not much to go around.
Yeah.
So we tried to figure out what to do, but thankfully there was some divine intervention in what we had. So what this is for our listeners is there's a cart, and on the basket we have a row of candles, but with the likenesses of various divine personalities and figures in here. We have the Lord Jesus himself, both in I don't know what pose that is in the middle there, but maybe that's not even Christ himself.
I don't think it is. His hair's too short.
Yeah, it's a little too slick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have Christ there on the other side there.
Clearly, we're going to.
Wait a minute. No. Well, there he is. But we have the archangel as well, some angels, and various saints. All right. So we had enough candles to go around, maybe one for each. And, but I think, who is it? I forgot who mentioned it. It's like, someone did. Maybe you had mentioned it to someone in the group. Like, these are not meant for like use
to actual light.
Yeah, to light like regularly or like constantly or something.
I don't know. Like, I know I mentioned that because I know like the candles we have at home, my mom never lights, but it could just be she's paranoid that it's going to catch fire for the rest of the apartment. I don't know. But
well, I think they're
our
more
candles.
cosmetic than anything. The flames do not really provide much of an actual light, despite the divine role of providing a guiding light.
What do you mean? In the dark, that's all we had, and it was good enough to not trip over ourselves.
I see. Well, we were still protected.
Yeah, very.
So, thank you. But yeah, we just grabbed supplies. We also, got flashlights and a snack and, different things like that. So, I don't know. It was pretty good. But it was very cold. So,
yeah.
But we didn't want to worry about that, so we went to dinner. So
yeah, I mean,
I wanted to show this one here, even though it's not directly related to dinner. Before we had dinner, we had checked in, and then they had to actually we walked up, and it was about maybe an hour wait for our table. So we went to the store across the street, and they had these fine wines here, as you can see. Fine names of wines. What do we have? We have a fabulously full-bodied Le Fat Bastard.
Chardonnay.
As well as a Lil Bastardo.
Oh, is it Lil? I thought it was ill.
Oh, maybe it is.
For the Italian, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little Bastardo.
I mean, he definitely looks it.
Oh, man. That was a good find. But yeah, and then we visited like a thrift shop across also nearby, just like used wares, and clothing and things like that, but hip and stylish as well. I think Tomo got a jacket from there or something like that. But once the time came, we had dinner at this place called Via 313 Pizza. They serve Detroit-style pizza. I did not have time to remember to check what kind of pizza we ordered.
What?
Can you please look up the menu for me?
What do you mean you didn't have time to check what you ordered?
I forgot to put it in the outline. So
I see.
But we can see here. It's a square pizza. We got like 3 or 4 different.
What is that? Is that butter?
No, it's not. But that's why you're gonna look up the menu so I can see if it's on there. But we had different types of pizza. We thought they were quite good, or maybe we were just hungry. But I thought it was pretty good. So. That's not it.
Well, no, it's the whole menu.
That's the whole menu. And it comes with pictures. That's pretty good. That's not what we had. Neither is that.
Well prepared this episode.
Is it called the Detroiter? I have no idea. Probably not that or that. Oh, I'm going to jump to this one here. It's called the Cadillac. The Cadillac was definitely nice. And I have to look up what it comes with. It's gorgonzola, fig preserves, prosciutto, parmesan, and a balsamic glaze. And it really lives up. It's a nice, it's almost like having charcuterie board in a pizza.
Okay.
It's quite good, actually.
Well, yeah, just replace the cracker with a pizza crust.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks good.
I want to say that I don't know anything else that we had.
Oh God, give me that.
Hold on. And then there's something here with like a vegetable or something.
That's Maria's fault.
Okay, I don't.
I'm a blame her for that, even though I wasn't there. I'm sure it was
Oh
her
my
fault.
gosh, was this the bobo? Someone had something. Hot calabrese sausage. No, maybe not. Maybe this one's the omnivore because maybe if there's mushroom and onion and green pepper in there,
I do see
that could be it.
all of those things.
Yeah, I think the one behind it could be the Bobo Brazil because I think we had one that had sausage, red pepper flakes, and with like a hot honey.
Okay.
And then probably the first one we saw was possibly the Detroiter.
Okay. So what is on the Detroiter? Because that looks like butter, dollops of butter.
It just says smoked pepperoni under the cheese, natural casing pepperoni on top. So, or it could be the Ambassador. Hold on, let's go back. This is a terrible preparation for this. We've been we're spending too much time on this. The Ambassador comes with sausage, pepperoni, garlic, oregano, ricotta. Right? That could be the ricotta.
Okay. That's a lot, but okay.
Hey, if anyone else is listening to this, particularly from the friend group, please.
None of us, nobody listens to this from
No,
the friend group.
you're right.
Maria is the very rare exception.
That's right. Was she there already?
Yeah, she should have been. You already said you picked her up.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. We're gonna move right along here. That was good pizza. Okay, so I can tell you.
Yeah, okay.
We'll jump to this in a little bit, but yeah, it was good. That's all I can say. But after that, then it was time to pick you up.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we made our way to the airport, and then we came back. The place was still without power.
Yeah.
And it was very cold. So I don't know. I was getting to a point where I thought, like, what are we gonna do? You know, are we gonna tough it out, or are we gonna consider like other options? So it got to the point where we knew that Tomo was actually staying at a hotel nearby
That had power.
Thank God. So we called the hotel. I called them and asked if there was any vacancies, and we had a very nice lady that helped us.
Very nice lady.
Of our kind, our
Yes,
people.
well, as expected.
Yes, a nice Filipino woman. Do you remember her name?
I never got her name.
I want to say it was Daisy.
Okay.
We'll just say that.
Sure.
Sure. But
You're the one who should have gotten her name.
well, that's why I was asking if you happen to remember.
You're the only one who talked to her.
Yeah, but you were there at the check-in counter too.
Yeah, well.
Okay. She helped us out. It was already like midnight. It's so late.
It was like closer to 2, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. So, half of us went to the hotel while the other half stayed.
Yeah. I
To-
think they would have been, it wasn't that bad, honestly. It would have been fine. For the one night, it would have been fine. But the fact that the power didn't come back until even after, that would have been a problem.
Yeah. But thankfully, our host was, very understanding, considering the circumstances. So
Yeah.
he refunded us our stay, and so the next day, like, everyone moved over to the hotel, right? So
Yeah.
thankfully, very relieved about that. So, I mean, it would have been nice if we had the space of the Airbnb to hang out, of course, and, just, spend time with each other. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Texas had other plans for us.
Yeah.
So.
But, it's fine. Nice Daisy, I guess. She was very friendly about everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Very accommodating, very patient, because I think, like, because of the power outage, they had to take all the reservations and requests by hand.
Pen and paper, yeah.
The computer systems were just, like, not cooperating at all. So it was a mess.
Yeah.
And I think there were other people who, of course, wanted to stay as well, and it was really a mess.
Yeah. To be fair, like the people in front of us in the check-in counter, they went to their room. They got a key to a room that was already booked.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They walked in on some people already in the room.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah.
Thankfully, didn't get caught up in that.
Yeah.
So they did give us rooms that were, in fact, available. So thank you. Thank you, Hampton Inn at Cedar Park, I think. All right, whatever. Anyway. Anyway, so now we're in day 2. Again, the Airbnb was still without power, so we're all in the hotel now. Unfortunately, because we slept so late, we woke up pretty late, or I decided to.
Yeah, I mean, and jet lag will do that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we couldn't have breakfast where we wanted to at Valentina's.
Yeah, but continental breakfast from the hotel.
Yeah.
So, that was nice. That was convenient.
Yep. So thank goodness for conveniences there. But we decided to start our day at the archery range, which is the picture that was brought up just previously. But so we have the archery range here in Austin, indoor, and it was pretty good. I didn't pull up too many pictures that have us in there right now, but you can see here we have this indoor space with some targets that are closer, about halfway through, and then we have targets farther in the back. And when's the last time you had done any sort of archery?
I'd say last year at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh,
because they always have archery at the Renaissance Fair. It's not the same because it's a little more rushed kind of thing, but it was cool. Like before that, it probably would have been 2017. There's an archery range out in Palmdale that I went to, so that was really cool. But it's been a long time, and this was a lot of fun, I will say, because I've always liked stuff like archery or doing activities over food.
That's pretty good.
Surprisingly,
I also had my hand in archery in years back. I used to go to summer camp.
Oh,
and,
really?
Those were just one of the activities that we would do.
Yeah.
Not that I was any good at it, but I did it.
Yeah.
I could say I did
more
it.
than you did here, I'm sure.
Right. I did my round, and then
the one,
and then I'll let the others fly.
Your adverse,
so
your aversion to archery and ranges in general, I guess.
It's fine. I enjoyed it.
Sure, you did.
I sure did. I had a great time. But the crew there was very nice, very welcoming, you know. And from the actual archering, I think we should give recognition to Carmen. I think someone we consider the most improved
during our time there. Yeah, definitely.
Because she definitely really got focused on.
Yeah, within that hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also got to mention Jason then at that point, because he was just on it from the start.
Oh.
Apparently he said he almost got into archery when he was in college. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I think just in general for me, not just archery, but any sort of sport, anything that requires hand-eye coordination, it's not for me. It's not up my alley.
Don't you kind of need some hand-eye for cooking?
Yeah. That's why I like eating out a lot.
Is that why?
But probably not as much as having to hit a target or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that was I thought that was fun. What about you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, archery in general is fun. I just like shooting things at targets, whether it's archery or a gun or something.
Yeah. Okay,
like
cool.
Darts even. It's fun.
Yeah, no, very nice. Well, after we were obviously we were famished, all right?
Sure.
That's the word to describe it.
By your standards.
That's right. So it's like, so we need to satiate our hunger. So we stopped at our next food stop. In this case, it was Leroy and Lewis.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So Leroy and Lewis is probably what a lot of people call new school barbecue. Actually, that's what they call themselves too.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
It's on there. You can really new school barbecue, old school service. It's on their truck.
You see this thing about reading? It's a problem, okay? You need some help with that.
Oh, my God.
But Leroy and Lewis is also on somewhere there in the top 50.
Top 5. They're number 5 on the list.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I think people like this, maybe because they get a lot of exposure from there, but I think a lot of the dishes that they make are also very good. They may not focus or hone in on the traditional Texas menu. I think this is part of where this new school barbecue comes from. Mm-hmm. They do serve those items, brisket, ribs,
yeah.
things like that. But we'll tell you about the dishes that we had in a bit, but it sits in a large kind of large park, I think, like space where other food trailers and things and just other businesses are at. Actually, it's right across from the climbing gym that Megan and Jason wanted to check out.
Yeah.
But it's in a big area, but it's very inviting, very nice and big.
Yeah.
A lot of tables, a lot of seating. It's just a great space. I really dig it. And so I think that's what makes the experience just that much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
But
and they got a beer. They have a beer garden, so alcohol is allowed throughout that entire thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you can get a little bit of everything over there. So
coffee.
Yeah. And it's not, food wise, it's not just them. They got other trailers there too.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see off here, like we've got quite a line building up, and so that was definitely some time to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it was over an hour.
Oh boy,
it's not like the worst line.
It's been a while since we've done our share of line waiting, huh?
That is true, though. Yeah, that's true.
But it's okay. We survived it. Had a good time still.
Yeah, of course.
But this was our meal, and part of many parts of the menu here we have some beef cheek, which I think is probably their signature dish. It's probably what they're best known for.
I think it's our group's favorite item.
I think so. But we also have an offering here of barbacoa, which is usually a smoked. It should be still a smoked like cow's head or something like that. And then we also have some pulled pork, but it's more of a Carolina style because you have some bits of pork rind kind of thing in there for the extra crunch. Typically, it's like the pork skin in the Carolina style. So this kind of chicharron kind of thing on there reminds you of that. And some, I forget what kind of sausage we had, but there's sausage there as well. I don't know. We'll look that up. I'm not sure. Remember. But then we had various sides as well. We had some kimchi kind of side salad there.
Just straight up kimchi. It was just kimchi, wasn't it?
Well, I think there was some, not just straight up kimchi.
Oh, it wasn't?
You want to fact check me?
I suppose
I think you should. There's also some Frito pie on there. So Frito pie is just literally like a bed of Fritos with like topped with chili and cheese and onion and things. And there's also a what do we call it? Like a pork hash. It's on a bed of rice and just very very strong pork flavored kind of topping on there. So
it's house made kimchi. That's all it says on the menu. That's the so it's just straight up kimchi, fool.
All right, moving on. In addition, we also had what was that dessert? This dessert here,
cheddar cheese cream cheese, right? Cheddar cream cheese,
cheesecake, right?
Cheesecake, yeah.
Yeah, I think you took a liking to that.
Hell yeah, dude! I don't care what anyone says. That was the best item on the menu.
What did you like about it?
I mean, it's got the creaminess of a regular cheesecake,
right,
but it's cheddar. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love cheese. Mm-hmm. You and I are a couple of the only ones in the group who has eaten cream cheese on its own.
Correct. By the bar.
Yeah. So you can understand my love for cream cheese. Mm-hmm. Now add a cheddar flavor to it, and it's good.
It was. Yeah. It was.
And then I didn't care about the chip on top, but what was the fruit puree or whatever?
It was a fruit?
Yeah, it's fruit.
Why did you look that up?
Ritz crust apple butter.
Oh.
Yeah. The apple butter was good too. It adds a nice little thing to it.
Yeah.
But even without that, I would just eat that cream cheese all day. I could eat a whole round, an 8-inch round.
We should have just bought the whole cake if we could have.
I would have been so dead.
I know. It's $6 a slice, I believe. But
yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, that was enjoyable.
Yeah. The rest of the group, though, not so enthused.
No? What do they know? They know nothing. So that was a good bite, Now, it's interesting to see, how the departure of the offering here from like a traditional Texas barbecue menu. Again, you're used to seeing brisket, ribs, and sausage. And I will say part of the reason was because they had sold out of those items.
Yeah.
By the time we got there, it had already sold out of the whatever ribs they were serving. And then like partway through the line, they had sold out of the brisket. So,
Oh, interesting. It's called a Citra hop pork sausage.
okay. What does that mean?
I don't know.
There must be beer in there. And
Or
there
the
must
makings of the
be...
beer. And orange.
Yeah,
I
something
don't know. Maybe.
citrusy.
Also, they have cauliflower burnt ends.
Did we have that?
No, we
I
did
don't
not.
think we
Thank
did.
God. But what's the
I
point?
think that sold out too.
Yeah, why?
Maybe to your relief.
More like you were gonna get some if
I
it
think,
wasn't.
I think that was one of like the signature items as well.
Why would
so
you
we
do
probably
this?
would have. Well, again, there are other people in the group we have to be
No,
considerate of.
no.
That's why there's a salad thing I didn't even bother mentioning earlier.
To be fair, you also didn't mention the burger.
Oh yeah, do I have the burger there? Let me see. The burger,
It is.
it's there. So the burger is a thick patty smoked burger with pretty sharp cheddar cheese on there and pickle, and I think a sauce as well. On what I think is a potato bun, but it is a plushy bun. The burger itself, I mean, as someone who enjoys their burgers, I thought it was a solid burger. The closest comparison, obviously, that I have in my limited scope still is the smoked burger from Moose.
Ah, okay.
And there are a lot of things that reminded me of it. Of course, the size, just kind of biting into it. That smoky flavor, obviously, from the brisket. This got a lot of recognition, particularly from that show Somebody Feed Phil, with Phil Rosenthal. And so this was one of the places that he visited. And it certainly got a lot more visibility since then. And people definitely dig this burger. I like it too, but I'm also reminded I have this, there's this burger from Moose as well. And Heritage too. They also have their smoked burger, which that memory of whether I'm fabricating my own memory if I've had it or not. But they have similar burgers, like they're thick, they're smoked, right?
Yeah.
So I just know that what we have here is, it's top tier, in my opinion. Like, it's excellent. And so this is up there too, but it's, in this case, it's like I don't have to fly all the way out there just to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
So if it's on the menu, sure, I'm going to try it. But I'm just happy that we have
Options here.
Okay. So, but it was a good burger. Did you get a bite?
I did.
Okay. And
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it over like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
yeah. Okay.
Which is saying a lot, honestly. I love McDonald's cheeseburgers. Which is also why I really like Burgers Never Say Die.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
swings and roundabouts.
I hear you. So after our meal, we so we have a picture here actually of an area called Barton Springs, which is a pool, actually a natural. Interestingly put it, a natural man-made pool. Because
All right.
natural because
It's the Colorado River.
it's literally part of the Colorado River, but it's man-made because they.
They just sectioned it off?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a sizable, very large, sizable pool.
Yeah.
And the pro tip is if you just want to walk around, you can. And actually, if you want to swim in there, technically you can.
Yeah, there are people swimming.
But you can go there for free during these months here, like the winter months.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they'll start charging again probably around this time, like spring or whatever. But before that, if you want that period of time, you're welcome to jump on in, for free.
There were a decent amount of people who were in there.
So, because I hadn't when I had visited from a previous trip, I had stopped by here, but it was
Summertime.
yeah. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna pay whatever, but
Just to walk around.
Right.
Yeah.
but this was nice. But before we visited this, we went on a so-called hike.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a series of trails, one known as the Greenbelt Trail, and so we started off. We parked in a
corporate center?
corporate
Like
center.
if you know Corporate Center Drive in Alhambra, it's like that.
Yeah, just a bunch of business buildings and a big parking lot. But the trail just start off there.
Somehow, yes.
And we tried to follow the map to a certain extent. And we came up to a dry riverbed. And then we walked a little bit farther. And somehow we just didn't know where we were going, but somehow we found our way back into the other side of the Corporate Drive parking lot. And so I think...
And we just called it.
Exactly.
We're like, all right, fuck it. Let's go to the
It was
other.
good enough. Probably like half a mile's worth of walking. And so we made our way back and then made our way back here to Barton Springs. So that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We ended up walking a little more at the other location anyway.
We did.
Like from here.
Yeah. Here's another view of the...
oh, that's nice.
It's great. It's
really cool, yeah.
It was very cool. And I'm sure people enjoy this a lot during the summer months, you know. But this was another spot that we visited while we were there. It's a viewpoint called the Lou Neff. And so this was a great place where you can catch the sunset, you know, overlooking the river, and you see the city line over there.
Yeah. It was at this point in the hike, or in the trip, sorry, that people started discussing, with me at least, that you were determined to kill the group as by the end of the trip because you're driving the wrong way on the roads. We were just walking in the middle of nowhere.
What are you talking about?
What? This whole thing? We went under a bridge and we were like, oh.
Yeah, but there was a plan here.
Nobody knew this plan but you. We're like, oh, yes, because you were.
I just said, follow me.
Yeah. Into this dark ass area under the bridge where we were probably going to die, where you could get rid of a body and nobody would know.
But did you die?
No.
Then
at the time, we weren't sure.
Now the driving situation, you know, that I blame that on
Texas, on Austin.
Right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You know, what happened there?
I don't know, because apparently before you picked me up, like I guess it was on the Friday.
Oh, it was before.
Yeah, it was before I was there. They were saying that you went on the wrong, like you turned onto a one-way street the wrong way.
Yes, and then I managed to turn into an alley to get us back to the other road.
Yeah,
but then when I got to the other end of the alley, I creeped in a little too far, and there was another vehicle that was coming from cross traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed that.
Okay.
Not a problem. It's not a big deal.
I didn't know about that part.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But we made it.
Yeah, that's true. But there were, and then it was after, because it was as we were leaving Leroy and Lewis, you almost started driving off with the doors open, like Carmen, one leg in or was it John, one leg in the car, one leg out of the car. And there's still someone else on the sidewalk. You were starting to pull away already.
We are on a time schedule. We got things to do. Okay? You got places.
With or without the whole group, apparently.
If they can't keep up,
is that what it is?
That's on them. They know the itinerary. It's on the Google sheet.
All right. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh, man.
The highly unfollowed Google sheet.
That's
but okay.
Right. That's right.
So yeah, and then this walk.
I think we survived. I don't think there was any harm.
Yeah, well, the sun was also starting to set at this point.
Right.
So it was getting close to darkness, and we were like, where the hell are we going, kind of thing.
Right.
So,
again,
there's a lot of skepticism in the group there of their safety.
Oh, my God. You guys you're so uptight. Just trust me. Okay.
All right.
Have I ever done you? Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Anaheim Packing House. Okay. What was it? Was it Baldwin's, or that we were supposed to meet Jamie at a bar and we went to the wrong one?
Okay.
There was the wrong Leo's Tacos that we went to as well. There are many. Before this trip, there are many instances of going to the wrong place.
But did you die?
There are many close calls.
Close encounter.
But, I guess it doesn't count.
Then you're fine.
Not like stress is a thing that matters long term or anything.
No, of course not. Nothing like that.
But it is nice, though.
I did enjoy this view.
Yeah.
And, if you get to, it's Lou Neff Point.
Yeah.
You get
Where's your dating profile picture that you took here?
Moving on. Did we go here before or after? Shoot. No, we had ice cream.
This was before we went to Jew Boy.
Yeah. Okay. This was in a shopping center. I forget where, but it's called Lick. And this was pretty good. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I think the ice cream that I had was a little too icy for my taste, but overall I thought it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine.
I don't even remember what I had flavor wise. I'd have to look that up.
I mean, it's been over a month, to be fair.
Yeah, it would have been nice if I had half a brain and just kind of take our reactions on location, but it's fine. This is more of just a
Yeah. That was just a pit stop because we had time to kill.
yeah. So our next stop after that was Jew Boy. So Jew Boy, if you have that lined up there, is it's like a burger chain.
It's a chain?
Well, they have a few locations that focus on different types of the food, but the appeal of this, I think, is just kind of the overall vibe and the environment, I think, of what you get from this spot. It's a mix, like influences of Jewish and Mexican kind of culture and things, and probably cuisine, in the menu. So there, I think when I see the website, I see the social media, comes out very strong, very loud, in a fun way,
Okay, yeah.
But you have those kinds of influences here, and they serve a variety of burgers and other items for their menu. So do you remember what you had there?
I had I think it was the goyim, which is the Jew Boy patty, grilled pastrami, bacon, and melted Swiss.
So that's not this, right?
That's probably...
I think this is just the original Jew Boy.
That's the original Jew Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, I got flipped on.
So I don't think I have a
Slice of
picture
cheese.
of the one that you had, unfortunately. But
No, I don't think this is the original. Did you get the goyim or the oive?
What's the oive?
Way? A Jew Boy patty topped with roasted hatch green chilies and covered with steamed pepper jack cheese. Oh, no.
I think that's what John had.
John had that one.
I
Okay.
think this is the original Jew Boy because I don't think I ordered anything crazy. So these Jew Boy burgers, they're not smash burgers. Okay, they're they're thicker patties. So, and I don't remember. They are on a plushy bun. I don't remember if it was a white bun or a potato bun. But you can see here in my case, you've got the meat, the cheese. They got shredded lettuce. That's how they serve that too. Potato? Well, potato
bun. I mean,
oh, thank you.
yeah.
I also ordered a set of latke.
Latkes,
So, like fried potato, fritters in there.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed those too. But what were your thoughts? We did discuss this to a certain extent, with the others. But
did.
what do you remember your thoughts on this burger?
It was decent.
Yeah,
But it was a relatively long line for what it was.
it was. It was very busy. It's a very popular spot.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of people. Even it was close to. It wasn't too far from closing.
Yeah, that's true.
Closing time.
Yeah.
And there's still a line out the door.
Yeah. It's a solid burger, definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the line was a little much.
Yeah. Personally, I don't know. I really wanted to like this more than I thought I did. But it was a solid burger, but it just wasn't to what I guess maybe to what I think is the hype. I think the expectation.
Yeah.
It's a fun concept. I think I like the flavors that would be on there, like from the ones you were saying. But I don't know. Just the burger itself, the patty. I think I need a little more from it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
But it's fun. If you want to visit, if you're in the area, visit. Try it for yourself. It's the Jew Boy.
Yeah.
I think the name just kind of stood out. It wasn't part of our plan originally. This came up not necessarily last minute, but it was like later when the itinerary was kind of already formed, and then it just kind of came up.
Really? Oh, okay.
Or you can ask John. I have no idea because I think it was his discovery there.
So blame him. I see. I see.
That and the fries were good too. I think anything that was fried there
It was pretty decent.
was pretty good because
Yeah.
they had fries, they tater tots,
Onion rings.
of course, onion rings, latkes. So
Yeah.
those fried items were very good. I enjoyed those. So, as you've seen, we've had a lot of different food groups today.
Surprising.
Yes.
All things considered.
We've talked a lot of different food groups. We've we've discussed one of my favorite food groups. We have barbecue and burgers, with pizza and desserts and everything.
All the mains.
Definitely the mains.
Yeah.
The foundations.
Yes. The base of the food pyramid.
But there will be more to come. So thank you for joining us for another episode. And we're excited to bring you more of our adventures with good food and good people. So just make sure to reach out. We're here on Instagram. I'm at Dumb and Hungry. He's at my_chow. You can email us at hi@dumbandhungry.com, where you can send us your feedback and your love letters. You'll find the videos here on YouTube, and you can also find the audio wherever fine podcasts are served. But until next time, I'm Angelo.
And I'm Mychow.
And on your next food adventure, remember to try the beach. And we're back.
Oh, is that it? Okay, yeah. Here we are once more.
We are back once again.
Help me.
It's like blink once or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we wanted to come back and kind of do a little bit of a discussion and an overview here of the state of the pod. It's kind of what I wanted to kind of bring up now. And just kind of see where we're at and where we hopefully plan to be. We've been off for a little while, several weeks here. But we're back, and we wanted to continue bringing, more things for you. So, I mean, for you. Overall, I think the state of the pod is there. It's
yeah, it's true.
It does exist.
Yeah,
there is a state in which it exists.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good start. Now, whether that state is strong or stable is another question. And so we will. I don't know. I would like to make sure that we work together to continue bringing our listeners, I don't know, worthwhile content and worthwhile stuff that's fun to listen to.
You say that like that's anything we put out at this point.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to start doing that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fair. It's a good goal.
Exactly. When we started this pod, it was really more of a way to tell the stories of different pop-ups and restaurants that we had visited or that I have visited, and wanted to share kind of my experiences from them, with, of course, like a visual component of the pictures and things that I've taken. And there's still several iterations I'd like to do for that. Before I left on our trips, and I had several outlines written up and ready to go, but I think preparation for some of those trips kind of pushed back my plans to put those episodes out there. So there are still several that we need to work on, and those are the episodes that that you and I do.
Mm-hmm.
And but in the limited time that people have seen, we've introduced others to the crew here. We have
crew. Okay.
I have to think what name we have to give this. Is that the name, like a flock of geese?
Yeah.
A
murder of crows.
Oh, is that the example we both came up with?
Well, you know why.
I know. No, we really feel. Boy. Yeah. So, whatever group we want to call it. But we have Jamie, and I know that she has a lot to contribute, and wants to
more than I do. I'll tell you that much.
well, more than probably either of us, And then we, just had the previous episode with the cat as well, and I think she's a natural as well, and a good addition to talking about food stuff, casually or scientifically, So it's great to kind of get good perspectives, I think, aside from people that eat a lot, the end users, if you will.
I didn't sign a license agreement.
Right, exactly. But you have people that really have been in it, and that really contribute to the entire process of the food experience. So we're still, we're putting stuff out there, still with the, still trying to navigate to some extent on the direction that we want to really to do this. Again, we have the format of the storytelling and that we have between the two of us. But I find over time, that it's possible that it can change. When you have more people involved, more panel members or something. I think I used that word in the previous episode. I'm like, and I came out of my mouth. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Panel members. Okay.
Is it a town hall or something? Oh man. See, my point exactly. Like, what kind of direction are we talking about here? But all I know is that there are stories that I want to share, and places that we want to highlight, and just give our take, whether it's actually meaningful or not to those who listen. I'm not sure, but I think it's something at least that we can enjoy, and then hope that others can follow as well. I don't know, Mychow. It's when you think about it, we've been at it for a little while already. I mean, what would you say? What's your take on
About 6 months?
Maybe, yeah,
not consistently, though,
right?
But
on and off,
yeah.
But at least there's a decent amount of content out there.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, like we're talking about, you've mentioned before that from going forward, most of the places that are on your list, I haven't actually been to.
I think we're getting to that point too.
Yeah.
I mean, early on, the places we definitely have been, but there are coming to places that you've yet to visit. But I don't know. So in that regard too, I imagine that the way that we share these stories right now, again, probably has to change. But for now, we'll the stories that do apply, we'll keep it up, and I know we'll have to figure out a different way to go from there, But I don't know. You think you're still up for it?
This sounds to me like a very public way of preparing for my layoff. So I don't know.
Your layoff.
Yeah. Sounds like I'm about to be let go, which I'm not against, for the record. I mean, I don't know. Because the thing is, I don't know what contributions I'd have left for those places, for the ones I haven't been to,
I don't know. I mean, that's fair, but I think I still enjoy, obviously, the conversation and banter that we have around that.
Yeah.
And at least someone to talk your ear off. So that's
I mean, yeah, it's like in sports commentating, right? You have two people, one who does play-by-play and the other who does analysis.
Sure.
Or the color commentator.
Yeah.
I am the one who knows nothing, but will just talk. Which is very weird being next to this one. Which is fine.
Well, so as long as you're up to it, we'll be still putting out stuff there.
So what if I'm not?
I don't know. You put me in a tough spot.
Didn't think about it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh God. See, this is the guilt trip way to get someone to stay. It's very good. Very good.
We'll see. Again, I'm excited to have other voices in here as well. But in some ways, I also kind of don't want to stray too far away right now from where we started, but we'll see. It's just kind of how things are. Things change over time, but hopefully in a good way.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's, we'll see where, what else we'll try to, of course, be more, consistent and regular with what we put out there.
Yeah.
I think even the quality of our, how we record, may change over time. I mean, this is different.
This is very impressive compared to what it normally is.
I personally think the video call kind of format, is advantageous for me because, I can use software to manipulate, the layout of the presentation,
Yeah.
You can switch between pictures easily and, to have different elements on there. I don't know. In that regard, maybe from a technical standpoint, I find it a little
on that
more
side.
flexible.
But this side, it's just more consistent sound quality.
It's more consistent and
Easy, less headache overall.
I think so. But
see, that's why, eventually you can do an OBS thing here.
yeah, we'd still have this set up, the streaming software set up here.
Yeah, but just do it in person. That way you can have
But,
the best of both worlds.
But of course, in person is tough, right?
Yeah.
We have different schedules. It's not like we're neighbors per se. Not like we can just walk down the street to each other's place. But, and we have our own schedules, obviously, outside of this.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just a matter of finding the time. I don't mind. Technology is here to still keep in touch with each other, even across distances. So we can still do it. But, it's just a different level of quality, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we do need to find a pro bono guy. If you'd like to get paid in exposure. Just kidding.
Hi at dumbandhungry.com.
Oh man, no, just kidding. I can't do that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Again, for now, I do consider this like a fun project.
Mm-hmm.
And where it goes, for all of us, we'll just have to see as we keep doing it. But as long as we can keep putting stuff out there, I think that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And sooner or later, hopefully, we'll get all of us on at the same time.
Yeah.
That's mostly my fault.
I'm telling you, it's like every single time we try to plan something.
My weekends are never free.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
No, I get it. But one way or another, we'll get there. Okay. But still, we'll put stuff out there. We'll keep it up, and we'll see what happens. Right. Once again, I want to thank all our listeners that we affectionately call our only fans. As there are far and few of you, but we appreciate very much. So, thank you to our only fans.
Yeah.
So,
wouldn't be anywhere without you.
We wouldn't. So, anyway, that's it from us. We'll catch you next time.
Save me.